the Fall Festival over the years will know one of the main points of interest is that half pot, and we are off and running this year like never before. So of course we had to bring in the gentlemen who are to blame for such an occurrence. So guys, tell me, what is it like for you this early to have the half pot stretching beyond $1 million?
Yeah, it's exciting. Like we kind of talked the other day, it's record setting. We're just waiting. You know, there's definitely a vibe in the air as this thing starts to go up. After we hit that $1 million number, it's really quite incredible what it's getting ready to do. So check it out. What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, no, I mean, hit the $1 million mark about 2:30 this afternoon. I mean, how exciting. You guys see the crowds out here this evening. So bringing them all in, and I think we're about a day ahead of pace so far.
You know, you look at the Fall Festival, the half pot is one of those things that gets so much attention. There's so much money involved, the stakes in helping nonprofits. So when you guys end up in charge of this, is it because you're the most trusted or you're in trouble?
We may have drawn the short straw, but yeah, all the above.
We're the suckers that said yes is what we keep saying. Like we talked last time, the planning starts the day after last year's festival for this year, and we're constantly kind of reinventing the wheel, trying to make things more efficient, better, user-friendly for you, the end user and the purchaser. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Had it run.
It really has. You know, we couldn't do it without our partners too. You know, Liberty Federal Credit Union being the main sponsor, and then of course we added a little bit of flavor in this year with the early bird, and River City Pro Motorsports was kind enough to be involved in that. So it's been fun. But as Alex said, we already start planning for 2026 festival, and he set a high bar.
I believe it. Yeah. I mean, so looking at this, it's such a data-driven thing. You talked about some of your approach this year, a little different than what you've done in the past. So now a few more days in, how are things looking in terms of the totals you might reach?
Yeah, it's definitely climbing. We've got a few other things up our sleeve for maybe later on Friday, Saturday kind of thing, to hopefully kind of drive those numbers at the very end. Like I said, we're kind of in uncharted territories here. So we're really excited to watch the data very closely to find what happens. And once again, we talked earlier, this is not just about the half pot. This festival, all these half pot booths there that are up and down the street, it's supporting all these not-for-profits and the food booths. So check out the brain sandwiches, everything else that you can get up and down the street.
That's right. And Donut Bank Burger.
Yeah,
I heard about that. I heard about
Breaking
that
news
today.
earlier. Yeah.
That's going to be a fan favorite in our house.
Slaves to tradition. You couldn't let people down.
Right?
I understand.
Right.
Oh, gentlemen, thank you so much for taking some time to gab with us. Of course, we'll just throw it back to you in studio.